Hi there. Welcome to Season 4 of Andaaz. For those of you that know us, welcome back. For those of you that don't know us, Andaaz is an inspirational talk show brought to you from the United States. We scour the entire country looking for inspirational stories just for you. We talk to innovators, entrepreneurs, fashion designers, artists, and more. Every week we have a new topic and great guests. This week's topic is all about the world of fashion. I mean, I remember when I was a child watching my mom wear glitzy gowns and beautiful saris to all of those Indian occasions, and it just touched my heart. And I always thought, one day I want to grow up and dress just like that. In fact, sometimes I'd sneak in her closet and wear some of her outfits and prance around and put on a little bit of makeup and do dress up. But where does the inspiration behind these designs come from? How do these designers do it? I mean, create such masterpieces. I mean, nowadays, the tradition from India is fusing with Western fashion. And we start off the show talking to one amazing designer. I mean, he's an Indian from India who now dresses Michelle Obama, Padma Lakshmi, and several other celebrities in Hollywood. We're gonna head to New York City where we talk to Naeem Khan about what inspires him and where does his creation come from. Let's go check it out.
Hi, I'm here in this fabulous showroom in New York City with world-renowned fashion designer Naeem Khan. Hi Naeem, how are you?
I'm well. I'm good to have you guys in New York.
Yeah, thanks for being on Andaaz.
Yeah.
So considering the recent presidential election, let's talk about Michelle Obama. How exactly would you describe her style?
Very sophisticated. She understands she's the first lady. She knows what the protocol is, and she dresses for the occasion. She is willing to experiment with young designers, new designers, and she's become the ambassador for fashion, for American fashion.
She's a style icon around the world.
She's a style icon. I mean,
Yeah.
there are books written about her, and I'm fortunate that she loves my stuff, and she loves all the glamour I do, and I've had many an opportunity to dress her. And also, the dress worked out so amazing because she, I feel, looks fabulous in gold. And the whole concept of that dress was really kind of America meets India. Yeah, I love that she's got the height, she's got amazing shoulders.
The skin tone and everything.
And imagine gold on that, how fabulous it looks.
Yeah. So how would you describe someone's personal style? I mean, is it mainly, do you figure it out from their body type or their personality, or what do you think?
Both. It's a combination of things. But people change. I mean, I've seen people who come in who might be like kind of introvert and suddenly they'll wear something glamorous and they become so outgoing, and
it changes.
It changes because it makes you feel you can take over the world.
Yeah.
Glamour does something to a person where you feel so confident, you feel fabulous.
They always say a girl in the right pair of shoes can change the world.
Of course. And shoes make such a great difference.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I see my model when they're wearing a dress, they put on the shoes, the whole thing changes.
It's like bam.
Bam.
So this showroom is absolutely stunning. I literally did not expect it to be this amazing when I walked in, and I love it.
Thank you so
much. It's beautiful.
I designed the showroom myself, and I just felt that I had to bring old Hollywood mixed with India. The doors were made in India.
Wow.
You'll see my bathroom, which is like really unbelievable because I took that inspiration from the palaces in India with all the mirror works that they do. So I had this entire cube of a bathroom done in all mirrors and with a chandelier in the middle. It really is fabulous.
So how do you get your inspiration? Do you have a certain muse, or when you're designing your pieces?
Yeah, I mean, inspiration comes from various things. It could be a person, it could be your travels, it could be walking in a garden and looking at a flower, for example.
Right.
It could be looking at somebody's lips, for example, the color of your lips. Or it could be anything. I mean, it could be the heater. I mean, like, you know,
just anything that affects you in some way.
Exactly.
Basically.
Photographers to artists to, you know, many different places.
Tell me about your 2013 Spring-Summer collection.
2013 was inspired from two things. Was firstly from my travels. And what I did was I was in a fabulous resort on the border of Utah and Arizona, Amangiri.
Okay.
Aman resorts are super luxurious. So
Right.
you were living in the desert in the Grand Canyon.
You're like the king of luxury.
I
You
love
need
all
to
those
get
things.
right down all these hot spots you go to.
So I went there by myself, and I took some time off because I needed to clear my head. But what inspired me was the colors of the sky. And,
Wow.
and what was happening in the evening was magical. And all those oranges, the way the dégradé of the colors. From there, I'd come back, and then a week later, I went to Hawaii. So I was in Kauai, and being on the beach with all that surf, so taking pictures of the way the surf kind of bubbles up.
Yeah.
But then I took a person as an inspiration who was the Duchess of Windsor. So,
Oh.
because I dress royalty, right?
Right,
and I
of
dress
course.
the big stars. So
Yeah.
how do you take royalty and you put it with the sky and the beach and all that kind of
Right.
stuff, and combine it with all the luxuries of embroidery and all that, the beautiful fabrics? So that was the inspiration. So it was
That's
Duchess of
amazing.
Windsor mixed with the sky and the ocean.
Thank you, Isha. I loved Naeem Khan's designs. And you know what I really loved is how he said that what you wear makes you feel confident and glamorous. That is actually so true. I feel like fashion actually uplifts your spirits and you can transform into who you want to be and start walking with that attitude. And one of my favorite rising stars is in Dallas. Her clothing will blow you away. She is at par with some of the top designers in India, and Ruby Bandari from Silk Threads did this all on her own, from her own inspiration and her creation. Let's take a look at some of her designs.
Andaaz, brought to you by Silk Threads. The name says it all.
Thanks, Ruby. Your designs are just so glamorous, and I wish you all the best with your new collection. Well, what you wear does build your confidence. And we're lucky enough to get a quick tip of the week from innovator Naveen Jain, who talks to us about building your confidence in life and in business. Let's go take a look.
Confidence and success is what creates a virtuous cycle of life. The more confident you are, the more successful you become, and the more successful you become, the more confident you are. So how do you become confident? You have to believe in yourself the day that you can say that anything I know, I can do it. And if it's in your heart, you start to believe in that, you can start to say that to everybody else. You have to believe in yourself before somebody else will believe in you.
Andaaz, brought to you by Basic Ayurveda, your source for Ayurvedic juices. Yatek Institute, the art of medicine, the science of weight loss.
Thanks, Naveen. Your tips are always so inspirational. Have you ever dressed up in an outfit and had the camera right in front of you and you don't know how to pose, you don't know how to look good, feel a little insecure when the camera comes on? Well, that happens to me actually with a still camera. And I think looking good in front of the camera means developing your self-confidence and just letting loose. But I wanted to find out a little more. So I headed to Los Angeles, where I talked to celebrity photographer Gupta about how those models do it. How do they feel so sexy and confident? And he spilled those secrets. Let's go check it out. Great to have you back here on Andaaz. Always a pleasure.
Always pleasure of mine to be on the set, yeah.
Many people feel like their passion cannot become a career. It's not lucrative, it's not practical. What advice do you have for those people?
I think my advice is your passion should be your career. What it could be better that you can make a buck or two by doing which you will do if you get a chance. You would have been doing that thing Whenever you're going to finish your other job, you'll go back to your passion.
So you're a prime example of somebody following their passion and doing so well at it. I mean, you have had the whole gamut of celebrities in Los Angeles. Give us a story.
My first celebrity in America was Bruce Lee's daughter,
Oh, wow.
Shannon Lee. And finally, I got to know that I'm shooting her for a cover of a magazine.
How did that moment feel?
It was tough because I'm like, wow, Bruce, you know. And next morning, I saw her ordinary girl with the jeans and a shirt, and she was as nervous for a photo shoot because she never carries fashionable clothes.
Yeah.
She's a martial artist and a singer, so she just a recording artist. So she told me once we became friends that I was equally nervous as you were. So that went very well. I got to know that anxiety is both ways same, you know, like they are equally nervous on facing the camera, you know, as we are, that shooting them.
Yeah, you know, I know that a lot of people probably come to you and they say, Ash, I want you to create the persona of me as a celebrity. What do you do? What's that process?
That's called branding. Yeah. Well, they have to be real, because if they're real, if they're not resisting, because if you're not resisting, you're going to be real. Then it's up to me to find the beauty in you, to find the fashion in you, find the style in you, because everybody's born with that.
Everyone has it, right?
Everyone has it.
You know how to bring it out.
Well, anybody can bring that out. The problem is we know a little better because you're resisting. One part of their brain is always there. How do I look? Let it go. You're looking beautiful. If you're feeling beautiful. If you're worried about that, yes, camera is capturing you worried.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Exactly like what is happening right now.
Natural. Yeah. Forget that there's cameras and lights and everything else. All right. When you're taking a photograph, what inspires you?
A lot. Very intriguing question. Everything about us, like what is our sense of beauty, what is our sense of passion, what is our concept of fashion is, what we are passionate about, it all gets decided at very early stages of our life.
Yeah.
It just started when we had no idea that we are being embossed and marked by these visuals from our childhood. My style goes through phases. It exactly goes through what I'm going through. So suppose I'm enthusiastic, I'm snappy, I'm on a mission, it will show in my work. Sometime when I'm stabilized and 3 months, we just want to go on slow pace because we have shot so much that we have to chew over that. That time what work I generate has a lot of calmness in that. I was shooting in Death Valley, and we had no idea that what this place looks like and where we are getting into. We just got excited about a project, and we filled 5 cars with people and clothes, and we decided to drive one night. So after 6 hours that we reached there, our telephone doesn't work because the lowest point on the planet. We just realized we are the only people. It was so huge and the visibility was so much, and then all of a sudden it just turned out to be from fear, like something else comes inside you. You just feel that, wow, you're nothing, you're nobody. This journey itself is very spiritual. That's what they say, that you can't cut away from your roots, you know. So it just brings you back to your roots, you know, bare roots. And I think that has become a very spiritual process because people define their own spirituality.
You dig deep into yourself to create your art.
Wow, Sarika, we are talking philosophy. Yeah, we are.
Thanks, Ash. Isha and I had such a great time with you in that photo shoot. In fact, I didn't realize I could take those pictures and do those little moves. Isha's just a natural. That was so much fun. Well, you can't look good in your designs until you feel great. And feeling great means take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. Every week here on Andaaz, Jay Piatek from the Piatek Institute gives us a weight loss myth buster. Let's go check it out.
Sure, Sarka. What causes aging is that we go from a growth curve where we're growing, and then it starts going downhill. Well, as it's going down, we want to stop that. Well, how you can stop that is by replacing what is allowing it to happen, which is a lowering testosterone level or growth hormone level. Some other thoughts on slowing the curve is to lose weight. Exercise is like a drug to slow the aging process. When you cook at home, try not to put a lot of oxidative stress on your body, which would be through real fattening foods. You want to add turmeric to your diet, as that is one of the greatest antioxidants. And some people believe it prevents cancer, helps your blood pressure, etc.
Andaaz, brought to you by Basic Ayurveda, your source for Ayurvedic juices. Piatek Institute, the art of medicine, the science of weight loss.
Thanks, Jay. We actually have a full interview with Jay Piatek, and he gives us some amazing tips. So go to our YouTube channel to see last week's full interview. Well, we've all had dreams since we were children. I know my dream was to one day create content and have a TV show that was going to change the world. And I grew up to pursue my dream, and so did another little boy. He launched his first clothing line when he was only 15 years old. Wow. And today he designs for so many celebrities, such as Paris Hilton, Celine Dion, Lisa Ray, and the list goes on and on and on. Next, we talk to Michael Costello. He is an amazing designer. His designs are going to blow you away. Let's check out how he did it.
Hi, Michael.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, first of all, I'm in love with your collection. I feel like we were meant to meet each other so I can just wear all your clothes. But so I know you started off at a really young age. When you were 14, you designed your first couture collection.
Yes.
When you were 15, you opened your own boutique.
Yeah.
You've been at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. You designed clothes for celebrities all over the US. I mean, you do so much and you've come such a long way. So what is the inspiration behind your pieces?
I get inspiration from everywhere, just from like the flow of fabric or just draping something on a mannequin, using pins to pleat something, a beautiful color.
Yeah.
Like your lipstick right now is making me think of a new resort collection. And I'm such a romantic designer, I think.
Yeah,
Everything
definitely.
I make is very theatrical and
Flowy and
sometimes it has too much drama.
hey, we all need a little drama in our lives.
There's a story to tell.
And I know you recently have been doing a lot of Lily Ghalichi from the Shahs of Sunset. You did Joanna Krupa from Real Housewives of Miami.
Lily Ghalichi has been such a blessing to my business. It's almost insane how many women out there reach out to me and say, we want to look just like her. This lady calls me and she goes, I want more birds on the dress. You put more bird on the neck.
God.
So I was like,
You're like, who are you?
so I had to ask my partner, I was like, what does she mean by birds? He's like, feathers. I was like, okay, we'll put more birds on the dress for you, no problem.
How did you know that this was your passion, this is what you were meant to do your whole life?
I've never wanted to wake up and not do what I do.
Right.
Ever since I was a little kid, all I could dream about is fabrics and colors and drawing and sketching and designing. It's just something I've always wanted to do and had a lot of support growing up.
Right, and you never even went to school, you didn't learn how, you didn't know how to sew, or how did that happen? You just taught yourself?
I did. I have to give a lot of credit to my mom because she helped me to sew my first piece. I believe I was probably about 11 years old, and she was making a pair of pants, and she took out 2 yards of fabric, threw it on the floor, cut the pants out, and I was amazed.
Wow.
And I wanted to do that.
I want to be like that.
Yeah, I said, I want to try that.
Yeah.
So she showed me how to do it, and now she calls me for sewing tips and sewing tricks.
And look at where you've come. You've been on this long journey. All your stuff drapes so beautifully. Can I try something on?
Yeah, we're definitely going to try something on. I don't know what we're going to try on.
Okay, well, let's look through your whole rack, and then maybe I'll come out in something exciting. Wow, Michael, this gown is just stunning. I feel like I'm a princess.
You
from
look
India.
like a princess, an Indian princess.
Yeah, this
Princess
is
Jasmine.
beautiful. What other trends are going on right now or in the upcoming season?
Color is just really, really hot, but I think we're seeing a lot of youthful colors now, but more classic silhouettes. Like we're going back to the beautiful 40s with fashion, but doing it in hot pink or tangerine or like
Right,
bright
jewel
colors
tones
and jewel tone colors for these old classic American favorites. And I think that's one of the trends we're going to start seeing now.
Well, I had such a great time with you, and I'm going to keep stalking your Instagram and looking at all your beautiful dresses, but thank you so much.
Oh yes, I loved it.
Thanks, Michael. And the part you don't know about Michael is he's kind of a psychic and he can read palms. He read Isha's palm on air. So you might want to go check it out and learn a little bit about Isha's love life. Could be interesting, huh? And you know, we have little secrets that we give away here on Andaaz. We don't like to just keep things for ourselves. So Isha and I discovered something that literally transformed our look. You're not going to believe this. Eyelash extensions. So here's a tip for you. You can find them everywhere, and they're all the rage these days, and all of the celebrities are wearing them. Take a look at our video where we went to Lashfully on Union Street and had our eyelashes done. But remember, when you get in there, ask for the mink ones. They look more natural. Well, I hope you all enjoyed our show today and feel a little bit more confident, glamorous, and inspired by these amazing designers. And I want to tell you about a competition we have here. For all of you that now feel confident, you can get on this side of the camera. Indiva 2013 is having a competition where you come on stage and we can select you to be a host for a day. So go to our Facebook page for details. You should like us on Facebook anyways. We always have competitions, great prizes, blogs from our guests. This week is going to be all about fashions and behind the scenes and what other designers have to say. So check us out. Well, thank you so much. We'll see you next week with more inspirational stories, great guests, and tons of fun. And before we wrap up, we had a little competition over the summer where kids from all over the world submitted their YouTube videos, and the videos with the most likes won. Today we're going to show you our second place winner, a magician. It's just so much fun to give these kids and our community a platform to showcase their talents and become rising stars. Let's go check it out.
The Andaaz Superstar Contest is brought to you by Lawson Travel. Experience the world with us. It's all about happening. Events. List yours on miraboxoffice.com. Andaaz, brought to you by India One, on-demand marketing, Unirello, global excellence delivered to your doorstep.
In fact, I didn't realize I could take those pictures and do those little moves. Isha's just a natural. That was so much fun. But you know, here on Andaaz, was that good? Yeah, that was good. Okay.